not only I'll be working out on it, I'm watching the muscle in my mind on how it should be. So it start programming itself. You're supposed, that's what you're doing. And it start kicking in. And see, the less your body is freed up from toxicity, the more it will conform into a new form. The more tighter it is, the slower it takes. Oh man, I hope this is making sense.
Totally. I was willing to say that. I'm glad you got to it because I was, waiting you for build it up. The thing is, I have two things for, to add to what you've built up so far. Is that, first of all, you can program your body to regulate its weight.
You can't.
You can actually program your body to the weight and to the shape that you want it to be.
Right.
By visualizing it, first of all, because you need to give it like a direction. And it's mind over matter. And you are inhabiting your body, so therefore you can shape it into form. But it will only listen to you if it's freed of toxicity, because otherwise it knows you hate it. If you keep putting toxins in your body, it will say, no, I don't trust you because you want to kill me. Sorry. So it doesn't respect your programming, right? And the second thing is, so first thing is to release the toxins and not put other toxins in it. And the second thing is go lighter and put as much light into it as you can, because it becomes a different vehicle. It becomes a lighter structure. It becomes more luminous. It becomes more crystalline in structure. If it's too much carbon based, it cannot shapeshift so fast. But if it's more crystalline as structure, silica and crystal, it can shapeshift easily. It's the science of energy and the science of the matter of energy, So then you don't have a body issue or a weight issue or anything. I was skinny, 10 kilos less than now when I started. So I was like a straw, right, for a few months. And then I figured out that first, my body doesn't trust me with what I'm doing because I never programmed it to be on light. I've always programmed it to be on food. Once I started to program it to perceive energy as food, it started to say, oh, okay, I'm nourished. I know.
It's taking you serious.
It has started to trust me. Then I had an exercise that I always teach in my process to body love yourself. Body, I love you, I love you. And to nourish your energy with your organs with energy, and then it starts to relax because it knows that it's loved, and then you can start to shape shift it with your mind and put the exact shape that you want when you exercise, like he said.
Right, so you're walking yourself into that slowly and gradually to get a body time to change. See, if I would have, because it was like, 190 pounds, which is 86 kilos, and I'm like, 57 kilos now, which is like 125.
30 kilos less, yeah.
Now, if I would have jumped from here to here, it would have been unacceptable because my family would have been used to seeing me like that.
It's like an
But when I did
instant
it gradually, it just like, oh, he's normal.
It's okay.
Because you gradually did it. They got used to seeing you.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And now my
This is
family
good,
is
ain't it?
happy because now I not only got back to the weight I was having in my adolescence, but also the shape that I was having in my adolescence. Even better because I'm not having the puffy areas that I was having back then.
Oh, man. This
Because
is
you
good.
can reshape your body into the same weight but different shape if you want, From time to time, you might want to exercise it too.
Right. So that's the main
That's
thing, the
also a
scary
good thing.
thing in your thought process is the weight. Everybody else don't matter. This don't matter. You got the lifestyle.
My
You're
mind
doing it.
scares me with the weight.
Yeah, because you got minerals, vitamins. Do I need this? Blah, 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 blah. All that's going through your head. But you're doing these aha moments. Wait a minute. I just mowed this whole yard. This was my first aha moment. I mowed this grass. Big field. No water, no food, and I had all this energy. I said, that had to be something else.
Yeah.
That was, because in my mind, I would have had to, do this and all this other stuff, and you're breaking stuff. Yeah. So, and this is why you want to meditate and do the energy practices, because you're sending your body a message that you're serious about that other energy source. You're bringing it in. This is good, ain't it? See, meditation
I was remembering something. That's why I'm laughing.
Meditation, through the relaxation response, when you relax, it brings more energy into the body and repair the tissues and the cells. That's exactly what it does.
So true. Yeah.
Did I say this?
Țesuturile și celulele.
In the cells.
Celulele. I remember when I started losing weight the first time, I was so far out into my, because I was never aiming for breatharianism, right? This was not my goal. But it happened naturally to not eat for a while, and it also happened naturally to lose weight because I wasn't training my body to be nourished by energy, right? So I lost weight, but I was so far out into my focus on spirit, I wasn't even caring how I looked. Everybody said, "Ooh, you're so skinny." I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so full of light." You have no idea what I feel. I was looking at my body, ribs coming out and all that. I was like, this is the house of the divine, dude. What do you say? Do you know the state? I mean, I had no issue with that, because my focus was never body, was never a goal, was never nothing like that. Was how can I be more connected? My body doesn't want food now. I'm free, And then after a while, I don't know, I picked up the habit of reshaping it in my mind. Just because I read it in the book of Jasmine, and I said, "Oh, let's see if I can do this," because I was practicing all the stuff, like, can I teleport? Can I, duplicate my body? That's what I was interested in. I didn't care about breathing. Eating or not eating is like a toy to me, in truth, because it's the same way like training telepathy or training clairaudience or training any other city. I'm not a fan of developing superpowers and then bribing about them. But developing consciousness, that's what I was interested in. And staying true to self. Right?
And people's main thing is going too fast. Because, all right, see, there's truth to autophagy, where your body start eating itself. So on one level, your body is saying, wait a minute, for years you programmed me to act this way. Now we ain't got no food, in other words, it's trying to survive. Because that's the programming at. So that's why you want to take it gradually and slowly on the other program and reprogram. It ain't doing nothing wrong. It's just been, because you've been eating for decades. Think about that. That's a lot of energy. A lot of programming.
A lot of years.
A lot of years.
It's using the teeth.
Yeah, it's also a problem with the jaws. When you don't eat, some people say that you have that habit of chewing that makes you want to chew some more. It's in your cells that they want to...
All that memory. So that's why you want to go gradually and slowly, and what hurts people is going too fast.
And being too ambitious into an ambition that is an ego-based thing.
Right. To show off, to this, to that, many different reasons. So that's why she asked the key question. As a beginner, what time do I give myself? First, give yourself that 1 year window, and even break it up in 4 different sections, quarterly. Check out what's going on. Half, 6 months, check out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? See your updates.
Yeah.
And people are having some great things when they go on that type of level. And then even when the first year go down, see, you even got cycles of 3 years, 5 years in the game. See, even martial arts, just by standing in a certain position to build up the energy, takes about 2 years before a student even learn a move. But this Western thought, we grabbed this knowledge and we was trying to download it right away. But to make a master, give yourself time to grow so it can get really incorporated so you can be maintained a lot longer.
Totally.
It ain't no rush. You're already an immortal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think also,
that's the thing about it.
Yeah, once we understand it in our subconscious, there is no stop. Because what I noticed also, I started, like you said, strong. I don't know if it was a mistake. I had very hard times.
Right.
I started like 21 day fast. That's my first
thing. Huh?
And of course, after 20 days, I was like, I was 50 kilos. I wasn't looking well. All my family were like, what's happening to you? Then I started eating again, but it's in the subconscious. I realized because I was feeling amazing actually. I was feeling very good. I had a connection with with
Spirit.
content, the spirit, yeah. And whenever I eat too much, I lost this connection. So when I lost this connection, I always remember I wanna get it back. So what I wanted to say is what you just say. I've been in this path like for over 2 years. Now I'm a little bit more relaxed. I've been 2 years. I wasn't working. I was just focused on that. Now I'm starting to work to have more social life, and I kind of my body. I need.
It's a different vibration.
Yeah.
It's a different vibration. Allow yourself to be whatever you need to be.
Exactly. So, but I know that this is a period, and at some point, my body will ask again for you say like perhaps few months doing this thing, and I think what you say, it takes a lot of years by practice, failing and practice. I suppose it was like that.
And now check this out too. Oh man, I'm glad you brought this up. Y'all ready?
Before we do, I want to say something. Apologies for interrupting, but everyone watching on the other channels like Facebook and all, this is a conference that is made on donation, bringing it back to earth. Why? Because we had to travel to here, rent a space, doing all this. So it would be great for you to support us, those of you who are watching on the other channels, and you can have Elitom's PayPal or mine just to give something back. And this is bringing it back to earth and making it a nice energy exchange. And we have like 10 more minutes because the guys with the space will need to go home. Back at you.
Now this is what I like. Oh, go ahead.
No, that you were speaking about.
Oh, this will be real quick. Well, most people deal with the journey, they break it up in increments. Okay, I came into it here and then, blah, blah, and then I started again and blah, blah, blah. What helped me and my idea was the journey never quit. You want to incorporate it in everything that you're doing. See, that's what it'll be maintained for the long run. See, whatever you practice, that's what's going to come out. I hope I said this right. So,
you kind of did.
Like some people will say, yeah, I went 5 days without no food. Then the 5th day I ate something, and that's when the process stopped. And I'll say to them, that was part of the process.
That's still the process.
That's still the process. That'll incorporate you and get you up and running in full life where you don't need to run and hide from something, and that start opening up your frequency more.
True.
Because if you take it just in increments, over here, this is the clean space where I develop and grow. Well, what happens when you come back out of it? You still got problems.
Still have things to deal with, but when you go back to it, you notice them quicker, and then you see, this is what I have to work with.
Take it on the fullness of your life.
To take a step
So by the time you got to the retreat, you was already having a retreat.
You nailed that one.
You rolling. Serious. That's what gets you stronger in life. That's like an obstacle course. The great obstacle course. That's why I could be in a city now, and people be, oh, the city hurt me. And I'm like, what are they talking about? Oh, because I developed here. That's why they hurt. To me, I'm just looking at the energy from the ground. There's free electrons coming from the ground. There's a tree right out there in the city now practicing photosynthesis. You see the tree crying, I need to get out of here back in the forest.
He knows his purpose.
He doing what he got to do. Blooming flowers. You just grow where you grow at. Let every day be the process. The retreat never ends. That's how you get stronger.
Yeah.
That's something, ain't it?
Yeah.
So when I mowed that yard that time, I could have easily, and that was my fast day, I could have easily said, I got to do this yard. Let me get something to eat today and drink because, do the fast day tomorrow. I could have did that. I said, nah, the fast day, this is just how this failed.
You are alive now.
And then I had energy to do that. You'd be surprised, like when we say science is in a consciousness arena now. Consciousness is fundamental. Yes. Man, you'd be surprised what your mind can do when you really want to do something. All of us do it.
Yes.
I seen a woman one time that was real overweight, always out of breath, but she heard her house burnt down.
She ran like crazy, huh?
Didn't sleep for 3 days. Where all that energy come from? Because she had something else on her mind. It overrode the body.
Or saving the own.
She had a lot of save.
Yes. You'd be surprised.
Infinite possibilities.
I even had people on medication that, stayed tired all the time. Forgot what that's called. when you always tired.
Insomnia or something.
Yeah, something like that. And I remember every day when payday came, where it was time to go out and party,
Check that out.
they was like this at the radio. I was like, where did that energy come from?
From the
I said, that's a lie. That's the mind overriding
It's all money's
everything.
energy. Huh?
The money, the time to go party, all this stuff.
over consciousness.
Yeah.
Mind over matter and money over mind.
Somebody wrote the Atma one time. I said, that ain't the Atma, that's the ATM.
Sorry?
Good one. Good one. Let's have five on that. He was playing with words like Atman, essence of the soul, and ATM, the place where you take the cash machine. Yeah. So that's not the Atman, that's the ATM that got you the energy. Okay, final words, folks. Anyone?
I had one question.
Go ahead.
It was you spoke about the emotions in the fascia.
Mm-hmm.
Was it for you more easily to deal with the emotions after you got on light?
Oh, absolutely. All right. We're going to wrap it up with this
Tell
one.
more about emotions in the body.
We always talk about,
It's more easy to deal with these emotions.
this is how you know you got a high vibration.
Yeah,
Or you raised it. This
yeah.
is how you know. You feel lighter in your physical, emotional, and mental bodies. And you will experience love, joy, peace, and happiness. See, those are experiences that will come to you when you're in a light body, a lighter body. You feel lighter in your physical, emotional, and mental. Have you ever felt emotionally heavy?
Woohoo.
The physical body
We
was
all
good.
know how it is.
Yeah,
Have you ever felt mentally drained?
Yeah.
yeah.
We know how it
Physically
is.
drained. Now, when all three of them feel light, when none of them is drained, you're going to feel the experience of happiness, joy, love, and peace. That's what else you going
And
to feel.
what about having the emotions of the other people, of the whole?
Be
It's-
empathic.
It's hard for people to get to
Because
you
like
when
me,
you're
I'm
feeling good.
empathic. I cannot go in a crowd.
Oh, I know what you're saying. That could be
If I
worked
go
on
in a
too.
crowd,
We do
it's-
pick up other
yeah.
people's energies. Now, the other
All the time,
the other
very
part of that is you will feel little or no aches and pains in the physical body, and your emotions will be easily dealt with.
Yes.
dealt with, yeah.
Because emotions and picking up energies from other people is still just the energy and it loves to move.
Mm-hmm.
For it to get stuck in your body, you got to clear up more things in
It
your
has
body.
to bump into something.
Right. People get to picking that up, and I'm like, huh? Well,
Yeah, or you
try
can
to take your
transmute it.
take your vibration to another level. This is what we're saying.
Yeah, you can transmute
Mhm.
it. Yeah,
Because
of
it shouldn't
course.
bother you
Yeah.
like that after a while.
No, of course not. But you have to
It's work to do.
work.
Nobody's arguing this.
There's another way to work with it that is going to be presented by Gaston Bacchiani at the PRANIC Festival in Romania. He has a very good method. He's teaching it for many years. It's really efficient. He's going to be there in person. You might want to choose the day that he's there to stay longer because you might want to talk to him. He was very sensitive. He was very bound to his emotions. Now he learned to develop a new system of working with that, and not only that, but also at the physical level, he is winning triathlons with just orange juice, which means he has learned to train his body really well to have hardcore exercise without losing weight or energy. It's a good thing to look at.
But why do
What-
he need orange juice?
Well, no, just half a
for
glass.
fun
I
or
don't
what?
know.
Oh, okay.
You'll ask him.
Oh,
But
okay.
that was all because
Orange
he's
juice, grape juice.
He's still on
It's a
liquids.
pleasure.
No, he's still on
Okay.
liquids, but when he wins triathlons, he wins it just with water. I don't know why. You can ask him. That's why I say you might want to look at when he's there.
See, it's sort of like the yoga system. First, you got the asanas,
Mm-hmm.
posture stretching, to stretch up the fascia, to stretch up the organs. That's what we're doing.
Yes, or you might, or other massages can
And
Massage. But
salt
you're-
bath.
You're doing that to prepare the body for breath, energy,
Yeah, of
and
course.
then you're preparing that for meditation, the relaxation response, so energy can flow. So if people was to go through that system and see it for what it really is, a lot of these things that they're going through energetically wouldn't be happening. And with the Western mind, and I've seen it, most people are stuck into the asanas. The
And just
meditation, that's it.
And they don't know that yoga is not a sport. No, it's true. They go like to the gym class of yoga, and I'm asking them, do you know about chakras? What's that? Nobody tell us about chakras. Yeah, but you're doing yoga. How do you do yoga without the chakra system being known?
You do stretching.
You do stretching. You do like put your leg over your head, but that's not yoga. Yoga is the knowledge of.
So putting that whole system together will really help you. See, like in India, somebody said, "Well, where's the breatharian message at?" I said, "It's right there in yoga."
Exactly, and has been for thousands of years.
Thousands of years, right in everybody's face, but everybody's stuck at the asanas.
In your face. Okay, we have one more online, and then we do have to complete. And you can ask your questions during the interview because you're getting half an hour more. After this, we have an interview with Miss Greg. So you can stay and watch if we do it here. I still have to decide, but you'll get more questions. Diana, go ahead. Hello. Spune cu voce tare.
What's up? I'd like to tell it.
Elitom is learning English. Spune cu voce tare.
Spune pe noce tale.
Go ahead. Nu te auzim, să știi. Scuze, stai.
Chiar ai tu pe
Ești pe mut, cam dat.
Scuze.
That's good.
Go ahead. Scuze, go ahead. Îți place de noi,
So, what to do if you have to work every day? You have to see patients with some diseases, and you have to keep the same energy. So, in the weekends, I recharge myself in the nature, meditation every day. But sometimes I see that this is catching me. I mean, the energy is flowing. And at the end of the week, it is not as
last
good
but not
as
least.
it should be. So the patients are every day the same. They are taking from me. They are trying to take something from me.
Oh,
so
man.
what method do you? I mean, for the moment, I don't want to quit this job.
Right.
But in the future, I will. But now not. What method do you suggest?
Oh, man,
Because I see I'm eating sometimes because of the stress or of these frictions. Thank you.
Oh, man. This is a good one right here. Because there was a writing back in the 70s, I believe, called Doctors Die Young. And it was because of them being around so much sickness that it was draining their bodies also on those type of levels. So we are saying that starting out, usually people are starting out in what you call survival modes. You find out the knowledge, you know it's an energetic thing, you got your job or your livelihood, and you know, as you said the key words, you know you're going to be able to quit it one day. But for right now, you got to think of a plan too on how to charge up and cleanse yourself as you go on dealing on that job or with these patients, because you want to survive and maintain the vehicle. You want to survive and maintain the vehicle. So like one time I had this job where the sacrifice, I had to wake up an hour earlier if I really want to get me a good meditation in.
Me too.
If I really want to get charged to take that on. So even doing that
I understand, yeah, thank you.
Oh yeah, you just have to make a little stronger plan.
So I have to take that part 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah, more practice is always more help.
It's going to make you stronger in the long run. There's a saying that says, if you can make it through that, you can make it through anything.
You're at the hard training.
Right.
So that means you're the master of it. So thanks everybody for watching. That has been great being with you. I had a great time. We had a great time. It was amazing. And looking forward to meet you also at the PRANIC Festival in Romania, where we're going to be doing the same amount of fun or even more, because there's more colleagues of ours coming and having fun with us, breatharians that are going to teach their methods, present their practices, work with us and play with us. And we're going to also have intuitive playing, cacao ceremony, meditative dance or ecstatic
All this
dance,
good
Oh, nice.
ice bath or cold bath in the river each day,
I'm gonna be in the river every day.
breath
Do it
work.
also every day?
No, I'm not doing ice bath. By the way, for everyone asking and keeps asking, I am not doing ice bath.
I will do it.
We all gotta do it.
Not more than my feet.
Yeah. I did
But
about
people are
5 of
doing
them.
it.
My record is 2 minutes.
We're also having intuitive players that are gonna do sound healing with us, crystal balls and voice and different types of sound healing. So it's gonna be a nice party, a nice retreat of 4
Yeah.
days, starting August 15 until August 18. So come be with us. The details are on our website, soulhealingacademy.com. Or if you contact me, Cristiana Eltrayan, or my pages on Facebook, on Instagram, you see the name, you have the number, you find my contact everywhere, or you can ask Elitom and it will give it to you.
Voila.
And we'll be there in like less than 10 days, 8 days that we will be
Oh,
there.
man.
So see you soon. Big
Right around
hugs
the
and
corner.
blessings. After that, we're running around the energy centers of Romania in the Trip of the Sun. And then we have energy retreat, August 22 to 23rd. So 3 retreats in a row that we're going to have fun in.
Yeah,
That's
this is
a good
good.
thing.
In order
to
to
join.
learn how to do it, when do you recommend us to come to participate?
Every day.
Much as you can.
As much as you can, because each one is presenting you his technique, and I cannot know which one is for you,
We're gonna be feeding.
Because each one has his own path. I'm having my own, is having his own. Gaston is working with emotions, the other one is working with yoga, the other one is Tai Chi, the other one is Qigong, the other one is something different that he downloaded from the star, whatever. Huh? So you have to come and find your path. I don't know.
Yes.
About you, you said you haven't
Big hugs.